Welcome to Knowledge Quest channel. Today I will explain the story of Through the Storm. The rain pounded against the windows as Ava sat by the fireplace, staring at the worn photo in her hands. It was of her and Noah, taken on their wedding day, beaming with joy. That day felt like a lifetime ago, and now, silence filled their home more often than laughter. Noah entered the room, his jacket dripping wet from the storm outside. He glanced at Ava, noticing the photo she clutched. He hesitated, then spoke. "The storm's getting worse. I'll check the generator." She nodded without a word. The distance between them felt wider than ever, though they were only a few feet apart. Their love story had been full of passion and adventure. They built a life together, one filled with dreams and promises. But over time, the weight of responsibilities and unspoken grievances had created cracks in their once unshakable bond. The storm outside mirrored the tension between them. Power flickered, plunging the room into brief darkness before the generator hummed to life. Noah returned, his face lined with worry. "Ava," he said softly, breaking the silence. "We need to talk." She looked up, her eyes guarded. "About what? The weather? Or how we've drifted apart?" His shoulders sagged. "About us. I don't want this distance anymore. I don't want to keep pretending everything's fine when it's not." Ava's grip on the photo tightened. "You think I do?" "Noah, I feel like I've been fighting for us alone." The words hung in the air, heavy and raw. The storm outside roared, shaking the house, but it only emphasized the stillness between them. "I never meant to make you feel that way," Noah said after a moment. "I've been so caught up in providing for us, I forgot what we were building together. I miss you, Ava. I miss us." Tears welled in her eyes. "Do you know how many nights I've sat here wondering if we're too broken to fix? If the storm we're in will ever end?" Noah moved closer, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "Storms test us, but they also show us what's worth holding on to. You are. We are." For the first time in months, Ava felt a flicker of hope. "I don't want to give up either, Noah. But we can't keep burying what hurts us. We have to face it, together." He nodded, taking her hands in his. "Then let's start now." They talked late into the night, their words cutting through the tension like sunlight breaking through clouds. They apologized for the times they'd hurt each other, shared their fears, and vowed to rebuild the connection they'd lost. As the storm began to wane, a sense of calm settled over them. Noah pulled out an old notebook they used to write dreams in together. "Let's make new plans," he suggested, a small smile playing on his lips. Ava laughed softly, wiping her tears. "And stick to them this time." They spent the early hours of the morning writing, dreaming, and rediscovering the love they thought was lost. The storm outside had passed, and so had the storm between them. When the first rays of dawn broke through, Ava and Noah stood by the window, watching the sunlight dance on the rain-soaked world. "Through every storm," Noah said, wrapping an arm around her, "I'll choose us." Ava leaned into him, her heart lighter than it had been in months. "And I'll always weather it with you." As they stood together, they knew that while storms would come and go, their love was strong enough to endure.